Right, well, U.S. stocks will be hoping for a rebound this morning after suffering another bad day on Monday.
Yeah, all three major U.S. indices closed more than 2% lower yesterday after President Trump escalated his attacks on Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Also weighing on the markets, the ongoing uncertainty surrounding the president's tariffs.
NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans joins us now. Christine, great to have you with us. So tell us what the president said about Powell. We know it was this sort of lengthy post on social media, and what he wants to see from the Fed.
Really escalating his complaints and his criticisms of the Fed chief, calling him a major loser, saying he's too late and that he should be lowering interest rates. Cut rates now, in all caps, he said, NOW. And the issue here is that the Fed chief, he doesn't report to the president. He is appointed by the president, and Jerome Powell was, of course, in his first term. But he doesn't report to him. It's an independent body where they look at the data and try to do what's best for the economy, not what's best for the president and for his political polling. So you have a president here who many are watching from the outside saying it looks as though he's trying to pin the blame on the weak economy that could come from the president's own tariffs on Powell, saying, oh, they just didn't cut interest rates fast enough.
So, Christine, clearly investors care a lot about this, these things that the president is saying about Jerome Powell. Clearly, they want the central bank's independence. Why is that so important? Why does this move the market so much?
You know, it really is independence at the Fed is a cornerstone of the stability of the U.S. financial system, and it is the envy of the rest of the world. When other countries fall under the persuasion of a president, for example, and cut interest rates, and it's not the right time, it can tank their currency, it can actually spike their interest rates, it can spike inflation. So, you know, the U.S. is sort of the cornerstone, the stability. This just threw more uncertainty in the whole pot. Wait, is the president going to undermine the independence of the Fed? Just another reason investors said, sell America, sell stocks, sell bonds, sell the dollar. We don't agree with the direction the United States is going.
It's not just the president's criticism of Powell that's weighing on the markets, but of course also trade turmoil, tariffs. What is the latest on the dispute with China? Because it seems like kind of ad hoc we are hearing, oh, I might make an exception for this, I might make an exception for that. What is happening now, and what's the latest with how that's impacting Americans?
I think ad hoc is a really great way to look at it, and what the market is looking for is a strategy and is looking for some certainty, and businesses want to be able to plan and know what's around the corner. Is it going to be a curveball? Is it going to be a carve-out? Is it going to be extension? Is this country going to get special treatment? And we've got a 90-day period that we're in the middle of. July 9th, I think, is the end of this 90-day period, which was, of course, the pause on those, what the president called reciprocal tariffs. And there's no real progress. There's not a trade deal that looks like it's ready to be launched to give some relief to investors. So there's just a surplus of uncertainty and a deficit of confidence right now, I would say, among investors. And the U.S. used to be the leader of the world, now really kind of has become the problem in the global economy.
Christine Romans, our expert in-house. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.